Hi everybody, my name's Angus and I'm going to waste your time for about 10 to 15 minutes talking about some Dragon Ball stuff. I've watched Dragon Ball my whole life and I've always kind of wondered why does Future Trunks in Dragon Ball Super have blue hair as opposed in Dragon Ball Z, he has purple hair. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to talk about why I think that is so after hours and hours of pondering this dilemma in my head. I really hope you, I hope you listen to me. This is the part of the video where I waste my time doing like a slideshow presentation about the fucking video.
Alright, so right off the bat, if you don't already know who Future Trunks is, well, chances are you're probably not watching this video if you don't know who he is, but, he was a character in Dragon Ball Z. He was, probably the best character in Dragon Ball. But when he came back in Super, he had blue hair, and, I've always pondered this. So, to start off, I'm not going to talk about who Future Trunks is or what he's all about, but I do want to talk a little bit about what is infinite and understand that time travel by, default is infinite in some regards. So in the Dragon Ball universe, it is established that they go off multiverse theory, which means essentially instead of moving forward in time, you actually just hop to a separate timeline. But with that, when you hop timelines, you actually create a type of paradox where every other version of yourself does the same thing. Now, ignoring the problem that with multiverse theory, if there really is an infinite amount of timelines, then that would mean that inevitably an infinite amount of Trunkses will travel to infinite points all throughout the Dragon Ball canon. That would really just make the entire show really, really messy. But the crux of my theory relies on the idea that if the events that transpire in the show's canon happen infinitely, which, we've established that time is infinite, it's not too far-fetched to think that Trunks from Timeline A, hypothetically, the purple-haired Trunks, can travel to the main timeline, do everything that happened in the show, right? Come back to his timeline, but not actually have to deal with any of the events that transpired in Super. Understand that, once again, time is infinite. Who's to say that there isn't a Trunks out there that just beat the androids and live happily ever after? However, at the same time, let's just say there's a Trunks out there. This time he has blue hair, came to the main timeline, defeated the androids, came back, did his thing, right? Except when he returned home, he had to deal with the events that happened in Super. So I guess what I'm trying to say is Trunks from Dragon Ball Z and Trunks from Dragon Ball Super are not actually the same person, but they are, because they're just from different timelines. But they're not because one has blue hair. But they are, because one of them has a sword and they both have a sword and they're both Trunks. But they're not at the same time, because one of them has blue hair and is a bitch, and I would totally kick his ass. I don't know, man. Someone way smarter than me could probably explain all this in a far more digestible manner than myself. Also, this whole theory falls flat if you just consider the idea that Trunks dyed his hair blue for whatever fucking reason. I don't know, man.
Yeah, so anyhow, that's my theory as to why Future Trunks from Dragon Ball Super is not actually the same as Future Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you're actually to this point, thank you. Have a good day. Have a good one.